Hi guys, and welcome back. My name is Dex, and today you'll be watching part 1 of Let's Play series of the Jurassic World Evolution. And without further ado, new game.
Hello. May I say welcome? My name is Dr. Ian Malcolm. You may have heard of me. Well, correction, you should have heard of me, especially now that you're here. So before you are the islands that you need to manage, if you can. The 5 deaths. Jeez, if only there had been 5.
Yeah, that was Dr. Ian Malcolm.
Okay, this is as good a
film.
place as any to begin. Isla Matanceros. It's relatively stable. Yeah, you can get your feet wet here, and you should, because diving into the deep end of the pool is where the big, angry, hungry things are, and you want to be ready before you try that.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of those guys from the movies. Oh, that's kind of nice.
I'm Cabot Finch, public relations.
This guy
and
though,
crisis
he's
management,
just
and I'm
talking
here to
and
help you.
talking and
You'll
talking.
start by building
Never
a
ending.
Hammond creation lab. We've already started on an enclosure for you. You should just attach it to the side. But watch out for dinosaurs. Just kidding.
Yeah. So you can see that the graphics is just very nice, beautiful. Animations too, you can see that the trees are moving, and when Chopper goes over the trees they go like forcing them down and to the sides, and yeah, very realistic, and it's just beautiful. Yeah, look at those sceneries, and you're going to see how it looks when it rain and wind and stuff like that. It's just nice. So here is this like user interface, but it's all locked because this is like tutorial mode at the beginning. So let's start. Hammond Creation Lab. Yeah, this is the place where you will be incubating those dinosaurs and hatching them and releasing them into the world. So, here is just fine.
Let's focus on what you're here to do, which is create dinosaur
You see?
facilities on the
These
islands
guys
we
just
call
talk.
the 5 deaths. Actually,
All the time.
Las Cinco Muertes, because Spanish is the lingo of choice around here.
Okay, so now you will be needing to.
You'll need to connect it to the
Connect it,
pre-existing network of paths in the power grid.
By connecting it to the pad.
Now comes the real test, incubating a dinosaur. You'll start with a Struthiomimus. Select the creation lab and pick a hatchery bay. There's enough genome data for your first viable dinosaur.
So actually, yeah, I cannot show you right now because everything is locked, but this is a substation that has like circle of influence around it, and if that circle touches the building that you are building, so then you are like connected to the power, so to the electricity. So it's not the path that is important in that manner of the power. Okay, so let's incubate that first guy. It is Struthiomimus, and you actually can modify genome, and we should do that at the beginning because, for example, this arid pattern gene gives 25% to the rating. It's not that much because this guy has only 7 rating at the beginning, and that's like poor rating, right? So, but it's like 9 is better than 7, so why not? Yes, it forces down the viability by 5%, but there is one trick. all those mission in this tutorial, those first genomes that you produce, first examples of new genome, it's almost 100% that they're going to work. So I'm just going to do that, so you will see. For example, we can add this too. It gives a little bit more to the lifespan, so they live longer. Like that, and now our viability is down to 65%. Okay, we didn't apply this. It's down to 60%. So, okay, now let's incubate, and it is a little bit more expensive, of course.
The
But
machinations of the
you
ambitious,
actually gain
undoing
more money
extinction,
by
playing with
having
nature's laws.
better
possibly go
better
wrong?
reputation
Come
on those
on,
dinosaurs,
Doctor.
because
You know
if
we've
they
learned
have
so
better
much
reputation,
and
then
invested even
more
more in
visitors
our
will come to
Jurassic
see them, and
operation
you
since the
actually
last time.
will earn more
Yes,
money.
Mr. Finch. Yes, the last time. There's
And why I'm
always a
doing
last
this at the
time.
beginning is
And the
because you are
next.
bleeding money actually at the beginning. So it's, yeah. And it is actually very easy to to be bankrupt at the beginning, to lose all the money if you just build
Beginnings. A most
without.
precious moment. The result of incalculable actions and
You can see that
reactions,
this animations
trials
is
and
just
errors,
beautiful.
genetic mutations and unknowable combinations, chaos, all
You
leading
can
to a
see the
living,
trees in the distance
breathing,
that
thinking
moves,
being,
and
an entity,
that
distinct,
grass, and
unique.
yeah.
And now you, just manufacture them. So, well done, I guess.
Yes, it's well done. Okay, so you have some statistics on these dinosaurs, and it is very important that you give them like best possible comfort and of course food and water and whatnot. So for example, this guy, he just need a little bit of grassland and a little bit of forest, almost none forest at all. But if there is a lot of forest, it's just important that it is in the blue area. So yeah, you will figure it out yourselves. Now, um, let's go further into the story.
The Hammond Foundation has three main areas of interest: security, entertainment, and science. I've already nudged the heads of each division to reach out to you personally. They'll offer opportunities and incentives for you to be part of their team. Choose one of their contracts. It'll help you develop your facility.
Okay, so you have like three competing departments of, yeah, underneath you, because you are the boss and you have to approve all. So, but they compete with each other for your money, resources, time, and whatnot. So, if you, for example, do the contracts just for security guy, then these two will be like negatively affected, and after some time they will start to uh, with discontent, and they will start with sabotages and something like that, so they can sabotage your power plants or release dinosaurs or poison dinosaurs or yeah, stuff like that. And it's actually very important that you manage those things and manage those contracts, like that nobody is left behind in that matter, that be so discontent. Let's do this security guy at the beginning.
This is Lambert, head of security.
Yours, theirs, and mine.
Okay.
Welcome to the islands. So here's our basic conundrum. We want to keep our
Talking.
animals under control while simultaneously encouraging instinctive behaviors, because these animals have potential as combatants. Look, everyone's fear object, myself included, is to have these animals running free and loose in the park. But we can't exploit them globally without taking some chances.
Yeah, sure. This guy likes to take chances. You will see soon. Okay, so when you take some contract, this is like first contract for him, and there is reputation changes. So this says that the reputation with the security department is going up, but usually when you take, this is because it's just part of the tutorial, but usually when you take contracts, it says that security goes up, but those two other departments goes down. So if you want to build up a reputation in one department, so you actually will need to go down with the reputation of those two others. So yeah, balancing act. So you will see. Let's accept this because cash is very important at the beginning. And actually this first objective is just the same for everybody. Whatever the department you choose at the beginning, this is the same mission.
Contracts can be requested from the division heads inside the control room. Complete these to increase your reputation and gain additional
Okay,
revenue
so
to keep
we need to
expanding your
build
park.
expedition center. It lies here in the interface under the operations. So it's like operational building. I like to put it here because this is the fossil center, this is the research, so it makes some sense that it lies in like vicinity of those buildings. And actually, yeah, like that.
So one more thing, your reputation.
You
Your rep,
need
quote
to
unquote.
build
Keep an
the
eye on it,
path.
okay? If you have a solid reputation with a
Do that,
division,
that,
you're more
and
likely to
maybe
benefit
here.
from them. Financially, I mean. But, like life, it's a balancing act. Each division is vying for your attention, and if they don't get it, they tend to take it personally.
Okay, so you can see the island, but actually it's not all the island that
Well
you can
done.
build on.
And you'll notice absolutely no hint of sarcasm.
And now everything
Unless you
is
listen real
unlocked. So for example, we can
So
see the
what I
map,
meant to say is that
and you see
completing that
now
contract
the
has raised your
edges
standing,
of the
your reputation, if you will,
buildable
with the security division. This means they'll be willing
playground,
to
to
give you more
say it
difficult
like that.
missions.
And the very important thing that they don't say in this tutorial is that this guy, he soon will be hungry, and there, although he's herbivore, right, he doesn't have actually anything to eat.
Lambert here. I've got a new assignment that I think is perfect for your skill
Because
set.
they need like
it a once over,
special for,
Let me know
I
if you're
don't know,
interested.
for example, they need special food that existed like maybe before in the time, some millions, billions years ago. Maybe, I don't know. Because they don't eat the plain grass and scrubs and like that. So, acquire 50% of the new genome of Edmontosaurus. 1 million bucks. That's a good thing. So let's start. And now, let's build first
have you on board.
that ground
As
herbivore
you can
feeder,
imagine,
because
the animals
you
in the
actually
various
have
facilities are constantly probing for
ground
weaknesses in our
and
security
tall
systems.
herbivore feeder,
They're
because
smarter and more
this guy
devious
is a
than
little.
people give them credit for.
This
But I
is
refuse
actually
to underestimate their
enough.
capabilities. That's why I'm always testing and evaluating our security protocols and barriers. And this is where you come in.
I've got to give this guy Lambert his due. He actually sees these animals as both opportunity and threat.
Okay, so to acquire a
I'm gonna
new
need you to
genome,
extract enough DNA from fossils to incubate and hatch a dinosaur. This is the first phase of this mission.
Okay.
Carry on.
Yes, sir. To acquire a new genome, you will need better genome, to say it like that. you will need to send your exploration teams on dig sites. They can be found here, these yellow dots, all over the world. Some of them are like locked right now because you need to research and go further into the story to unlock them. But we need that Edmontosaurus genome, and it's right there, first on the top in the USA. Horseshoe Canyon formation. Okay, so just click on it,
Good. Your
and the
first
dig site,
expedition team is out.
the dig
They'll
team
bring back what
is
they
on
find to the fossil
route.
center for extraction.
And we actually have some fossils in the fossil center. So this is Edmontosaurus fossil. Let's
Your
extract.
job is simple, really. Create dinosaurs which attract visitors to your facilities, brings in
This
capital,
cabot guy.
money, huh? Which means you can do more research to build better facilities and create more dinosaurs.
Yeah.
And there you go. A circle
It
of
says
life,
here that
development
you
and
can actually
resources,
sell
nature and
those
commerce. See?
fossils
Simple.
to earn some money. But it's the same looking number here, but this thing actually you give $10,000. So maybe it should says minus 10 grand. I mean, you know, like that. Yeah. We can actually extract this Strutiomimus genome too, because I want to build a viable Strutiomimus as soon as possible to earn some more money, because you can see that we are bleeding money right now. And let's research one very important thing that calls success rate 1.0 for Hammond Creation Lab. It actually gives you 10% to the viability by one of those slots, and you can put 3 of the same upgrades here. So it would be 30% plus the viability, because when you incubate a dinosaur and when you modify its genome, the viability goes down, like we said before. For example, here 5% for this arid pattern gene and like that. So, and further on, you need, for example, to unlock the third slot of the modification, for the modifications, you need 73% of the genome completion. We are now at 70.
You should extract genomes from fossils that have been collected inside your
So
fossil center.
I'm thinking
That will increase the
to
amount of viable data you have to create
wait
dinosaurs.
just a little bit. I will send next expedition to the Strutiomimus for Strutiomimus genome. And now we can actually go here and see what fossils we unearthed. So this is Edmontosaurus fossils. 3 stars give you, I don't know, maybe 4% or like that. 2 stars give you maybe 3% of the genome, and yeah, like that. You will figure it out yourselves. You can sell those other things that you unearthed that doesn't have any DNA in it. And let's go here, expedition center, and send one quick expedition to the Strutiomimus genome here, because we need just 3% more to unlock the third slot. Okay, now it's viable genome.
Okay, next you'll need to incubate the animal in a Hammond Creation laboratory before releasing and housing it in an enclosure. You'll also want to make sure we've got an ACU presence on this island.
Okay, so we need ACU center. That is like important thing. And we need to research ACU reload speed. So let's build an ACU center first. Those are the power substations, and those the circle of like influence around them. So if you place a building, for example, here, you will be able to use that power because the circle touches the building. So, and if you build the building close to the path, you will actually you don't need to build another path to connect it to the paths. So it's useful. And because our research is done, let's research that reload speed for ACU. ACU is a asset containment unit. So this is reload speed here. Now let's place those upgrades that we bought. So success rate 1.0. We have enough money to do that, and it's actually very useful at the beginning because you like spend 60,000 here, and to incubate some of the dinosaurs, for example, this one is 170,000, and those guys are way expensive, way more expensive. Okay, we have ACU, we have research, but the thing is with the ACU that they don't say here, they doesn't says, is that you need to put that ACU reload speed into the slot. You have researched it, but you don't have any gain by without using it. So yeah, let's put that here. Okay.
Dr. Dua. This is our new Director of Operations.
I'm aware, Cabot. I'm Dr. Dua. I run the science division of our operation. Okay, you're going to need to build your reputation in the science division. Not easy with me around, but you'll manage.
Okay, as I said before, this is the plain like contract that they offer you sometimes, or you can actually request a contract from different departments. So now you can see reputation changes. Science goes up, but entertainment and security goes down for some cash reward. So I'm going to decline this because I trying to build up a little bit of the security department reputation. So just wait a little bit. It's actually not that important that you take all of those contracts that come your way. Like, it's not important. We have unearthed this amber fossil. It has 4 stars, so that's great. Gives plenty of the DNA. And one more, so that would be enough for us to produce one very viable genome of the Stratumymus, and actually to let's send those for Edmontosaurus. And actually we have unlocked the 3rd slot when those genomes are done. Fossils. DNA extraction from fossils are done, yes. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay, yeah, like 30 seconds. Meanwhile, we can do another research because soon we'll be having more money. And let's see. What's good here? Yeah, probably this one. Improve the output, because soon we will need more power. And if you don't have enough money to build up a power station that costs like, I don't know, $500,000. So it's useful that you have this research done, so you can actually put this and get some more power, just so that you can do that if you build some building that needs a little bit more power, so you can just do that. And this is probably done, so let's incubate 2 more of those Strutiomimuses. But first, let's modify the 3rd slot. Okay, here it says robust digestion, that gives 2% to the rating. So it goes from 10 to 10, okay. It doesn't go up, but lifespan, or no, what, resilience goes a little bit more up. So that's good. And viability goes just a little bit down, so yeah. Let's do that. Incubate 1 and incubate 2. Like that. And because we have those 3 slots filled with success rate 1.0, so it says here, this is the viability that this genome has, 77%. And with the 30% that we have, so it says actually that you will succeed 100 times out of 100 times. Or even more. Yeah. More than 100%. So this dude is done. Yeah. Like some kind of turkey.
Interesting. Another dinosaur that furthers the case of a direct linkage to our modern birds.
Yeah. Modern birds. Okay, so you see that we're bleeding money still. So. But soon we'll be having enough. Expedition is back. Let's... Oh, this is nice. Okay, so let's extract these 2, and then we'll be producing that Edmontosaurus. And we have ACU build and this research done, so that's good. And we can probably send again there to build up a more viable genome. ACU, there is a chopper that you can actually pilot yourself, like this. And sometimes when you want things to be done quickly enough, for example when there is some loose dinosaur around there, you want to use it yourself and shoot it yourself, you can do that too. So like this. So if you shoot the dinosaur and tranquilize it, it's usually, if you are good enough, but it's not that hard, it's usually quicker to do it yourself than to do the AI to do it for you. But you can do that too. Okay, I think that extraction is complete, so we have actually very good viability, 72%. So we can modify it too. Okay, nothing here, but here we can, 2% gives 1 rating more and resilience. And here we have some bat's DNA that gives +6 to lifespan and -1 to viability. Lifespan is good because if they live longer, you don't need to produce another one so soon. But yeah, I think that rating is the best thing for the dinosaurs. So when you apply these genes to modify it, you should maybe focus more on rating than anything else. But I don't know, if some species have, for example, very low lifespan, so you can actually put more into the lifespan and sometimes double up lifespan, that maybe it's better for you like that. But let's apply this and incubate. That guy, he can actually incubate 1 more at the same time. so that he doesn't be lonely. Okay. That's the thing that I said, that he doesn't want to be lonely. That's actually something that you need to be aware of, that some species doesn't like to be alone. For example, this guy has good social and population stats, but when you go to information here, you can actually see what's the number that he likes to be in. So comfort requirement says that ideal population is from 0 to 25. Okay, 0 is just not possible, but okay. So it's like if he's alone, if it is 1 to 25, so it's good for him. If he's alone in this enclosure, he'll be perfectly fine. But social group is the same species. This is all population. Like those two Edmontosaurus that we're producing now, it's going to be the same for population. So now there is 3 Struthiomimuses that we have, and plus 2 Edmontosaurus, it will be 5 here. So it's good. But some species needs, for example, usually it's the social group that they need to be not alone. For example, that there is 2 at least, or maybe more of them, so that their comfort requirements will be met. Okay, that said, let's release those guys because they're done. And now you will see something funny. Okay. And you can see this beautiful animation of the rain and everything. Like,
Right.
yeah.
This next bit is gonna sound a little crazy because, frankly, it is.
Okay, so now this guy is agitated,
Dinosaurs to breach our containment grid.
and it's
We'll then
actually
react and
better
see if
to
our
open
procedures
this
and
gate
personnel are up to the
than
challenge.
to let
Yes.
him
So at
breach
this point, I'd like to take back
the
everything I just said about this guy.
fence. Because then you need to repair the fence, but like this, he's going just through the gate. Okay, so let's let him loose, because that's the mission. That's the security guy that's just insane.
It's a dangerous world, and this place makes it more dangerous.
Okay,
This
so we have
contract can help
one
us
more
with security
contract.
here.
And let's pilot ourselves this chopper. Okay, so we need to tranquilize this guy.
We have our runner. Time to tag him and bag him. We're using less than lethal, but remember,
Where are
that
you?
dinosaur doesn't know this is just supposed to be a drill.
Okay.
So watch your back.
While I understand the need to keep our security as sharp as possible, this is not the way I would go about doing it.
You have a problem with how we keep you safe, Doctor. I'm happy to discuss it at a later time. Right now, we have our hands full.
Hit recorded. Asset dealt with.
Okay, so now he's asleep. Now he's asleep, and now we need to call in transport teams that lies also under the ACU panel. So you just click on it, click on the dino that you need to move, and
Asset
there.
to be collected.
And you can, like it says here, you can access ACU by pressing T on your keyboard. Okay.
Transporting asset.
transporting assets. So look at this. This is just cool. And now you can see that these trees here moves a lot faster than the other ones because the chopper goes over them. It's just beautiful animation, and it's so cool way of transport. And yeah, I'm still on the chopper, so I can add a next task if you need to transport multiple dinos or something like that. You can do it.
Asset has been delivered.
Okay, so this was actually very easy mission, and we got ourselves 1 million
And that's the
bucks.
job finished. True and square. Look, the thing is, we're still learning where our boundaries are when it comes to keeping these animals under control. God knows they're working out ways to exploit our weaknesses.
Let's release
Guess
the
we'll
other
find out
one.
who gets to the limits of our abilities first. Us or them. Ever vigilant.
And that's always been the challenge
And
of
now
the
you can see that we are
Jurassic industrial
almost at the
complex.
plus.
Exploitation versus security. The immense potential for profit and for violence.
That was part 1 of the Let's Play series. Thanks for watching. If you're interested in seeing more videos like this, please subscribe and hit the bell icon so that you don't miss the next video.